Her, huh? By the way, how the hell you're supposed to know where to find these players, I have no idea. I think this is one of those God damn it moments. God damn it. Because, you know, as in you need a guide to figure out what's going on. Yes, curse spikes. You want lots of curse spikes if you want Quistis to learn her last limit break. Like I said, I know I'm mispronouncing the name, but so that I don't confuse people, especially, you know, the voice, especially the cast, I'm going to keep the pronunciation as is. Why did I pick that floor? That's not where the next... Oh, I'm probably going to save. Yeah, so Heart is somebody we've seen before. I probably should have cut this out. The thing is, sometimes when I get it down to like an hour and a half, I just stop. I stop, you know, cutting stuff. And for some reason, the directory doesn't work now like it worked before. You can't just, you know, teleport to places using the directory. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they suddenly don't let you use it anymore.
Because it's just weird.
They also randomly delete a save point that was near the directory.
What?
Which isn't too much of a big thing because there's still one in Squall's dorm room, but it's annoying.
Still weird.
Yeah. I think it's funny that you can decide to rest at this point, even though there are 3 people in one bed.
They're all friends.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're all thin. But that too.
Yes. Well, they might also all be like...
So I actually didn't know that you could find Zell on this screen. I guess he doesn't appear all the time, but if you saw, he was there. I forget what he said. It wasn't anything important, but he was antsy to start. He was antsy to get to something or other.
It will remain a mystery.
Alright, so the Heart is somebody you know already, and she is on the bridge. Heart is actually Shu. But she will not identify herself as such until you've beaten the first 4 card members of the CC group. So, I don't know why they're called the Card Club Group. That seems kind of redundant.
Department of Redundancy Department?
So, Shu/Heart is the first CC group member who has a rare card. She will not always play it, but once you've beaten any CC group member, you can just play that member whenever you want. So it's not like you have to win the rare card the first time. So you may notice they have pretty good cards. They have a lot of the more powerful monster cards, and they have a lot of boss cards. Of course, I'm still rolling over them because I have, you know, the rare cards, which are even more powerful. Later in the game, there will be rules basically designed to make sure that you get as little of an advantage as possible from the rare cards.
Sad face.
we've seen one of them already, the random rule, which, of course...
The dreadful random rule.
There's also one called Plus that gives another way for less powerful cards to beat more powerful ones. So this is the rare card that Shu has. It is our friend Carbuncle.
What?
What was that?
My mom's talking to me. Hang on, guys.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly what I did wrong in this game, but I realized, wait a minute, no matter what I do, I'm not going to win. Either I'm gonna take her card and she's gonna take it back, or I'm just not gonna take her card.
I think Emily would have taken the Def Leppard shirts. Alright. Sorry about that. My mom was asking me a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I was like, crap, how many more times am I have to gonna play against her before she'll use Carbuncle again? And the answer is once. I was hoping that one of these people would have the one boss card that I hadn't gotten from Martine, but no such luck. I should probably look up and see what that card is, by the way. I mean, even if I didn't look it up, I'd still see that I didn't have it because the text would appear in blue, but it's nice to know what I'm looking for. The one thing that I also notice about the better card players is that they have their cards they have things very well balanced, so there won't be like a case where, oh, I'll be able to put something that's weak on this side because they don't have any card that can take it on that side. And I'm glad that the same rule wasn't in effect, because if it had been, I would have lost. So there is the Carbuncle card. Of the GF cards, the level 8 cards, most of them appear before most of the level 9 cards. But I'm starting to get some of the level 9 cards now. Alright, so I'm going to play against one more of the members, and then I'm going to call it quits, because this one took me a long time. I don't know who this guy is. He's not one of the group members. So everything about this next guy is sort of strange, which is kind of what you would expect since he goes by the handle Joker.
Oh, but of course.
You can challenge Joker at any time after you've beaten Jack, the first one. So you don't have to do him in order. He's the most difficult to find of the bunch, besides possibly King, but he's difficult to find in that he's off the beaten path rather than King, which is more like you have to do a bunch of stuff first. Joker is in the training center, which means you may have to fight a bunch of stuff to get to him. And you'll get an idea of how many battles I had to fight before I finally found him. What am I doing now? I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, I must have gotten a new spell, or remembered that I didn't quite have things arranged like I wanted. Anyway, so he appears. Oh, and my CD rank fell again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have been fighting a bit. Maybe just not enough.
Who knows?
I should probably, like, look up the formula. Alright, so once Leviathan or Chozo Disc in this playthrough learns Spirit plus 20, you want to put him on Spirit plus 40 because that leads to Spirit bonus.
Awesome. And the bonus abilities are what you really want.
Yes.
Of course.
So I'm not sure if he appears in different places within the training center, but I know that he will always appear in the screen that's going to be shown once I go through all these screens, just so that I'm keeping track of who's leveled up.
This seems like a lot of battles.
Yes, and this is with me even with me running away from all of the T-Rexers, not because I can't beat them, but because I did not want to take the time to beat them. And, oh yeah, Zenav learned the Elemental Defense Junction, which is very useful. And I couldn't think of any particular element I was going to face, so I just put Shell on, which gives some protection against every element. Okay, so I had to go on and off the screen several times to find him, and if you just talk to him with X, he will offer to sell you stuff. Talk to him with Square instead, then he will tell you that he's Joker. Oh yeah, he also adds the last function to your battle meter if you beat him. By the way, we haven't seen any trade rules other than one. The trade rule determines how many and what cards people get at the end of the game. One is the most common rule and the one you'll see for the first part of the game, pretty much exclusively. It just means that the winner picks one card. The other trade rules are, there's direct, which means each player gets whichever ones they had control of at the end of the game. This is the only rule where you can lose a card even if you win the game, or win a card even if you lose the game. There's also difference, which means the winner takes however many cards he or she won by. So if you win 6-4, you take 2 cards. And the other trade rule is all, which means no matter how much you win by, you take all of the opponent's cards. Now this surprised me. According to this, no GF has killed an enemy. Okay, so after a couple more games, he finally played his rare card, which is Leviathan. Not sure why he played it there. And I could have taken that with... It would have been better to take that with the Rinoa card, oh well. It would be funny if Joker were in the what do they call it, the secret place. Where Squall told Quistis to talk to a wall. Okay, so that is the whole CC group except for King. Like I said, you have to do a bunch of other stuff to get King to appear.
Yeah. And if I'm right with who King is, I only know that because of the Spoony One's review.
Whose review?
The Spoony One from that guy with the glasses.
I haven't heard of this person.
Alright. Oh well.
So, I don't think there is anything else of significance that I did here. Yeah, I think I'm just going back to save and end the session at this point. I really should cut some of this stuff. Oh well. Yeah, so I know we had a smaller than usual peanut gallery today, but I just wanted to get, you know, it's been a while, I just wanted to get something recorded, because, you know, make sure that this project doesn't fall by the wayside. Anyway, Thinker2112 and...
Insane Fast One. And...
over and out. Bye.